Hi everyone, my name is Dave High. I'm a NetBackup Technical Product Manager, and I also cover the Ops Center product. And what I want to do today is a very brief overview of Operational Restore. Operational Restore is included in Ops Center in NetBackup 7.5 and Ops Center 7.5, and the only caveat is that you need to have your master server at 7.5, and it can only be used for flat file restores, not for database restores at this time. The reason for the NetBackup 7.5 is because there are hooks placed in the catalog that give us the ability to go out and search the catalog for these restores very quickly. Otherwise we'd be digging through binary files, which could take a long time. Two different ways to get to it. You can either come to Manage Restore, or you can click down here on the Restore button on the bottom left. If we didn't have an analytics key, this Clone Oracle Database would be grayed out, but we want to come here to Restore Files and Directory. And the first thing that you're going to notice is that we have some options available under Advanced should we choose to use them. In this case, I'm going to do a search for star.pdf. I only have one master server, but if you wanted to, you could go in and choose multiple master servers to search through, which is different from what you can do in NetBackup right now. You can only search a single master and a single client. And here you do have to go in and choose clients. And the reason for this is because some master servers have thousands of clients. And if you were to go search all those thousands of clients for something like star.pdf, you could end up with many results. And so we do force you to go out and choose the clients that you want to look at. Now we do have the ability not only to filter clients, but there's also type ahead features. If you know what it is that you want, if you know the name of the client, you can start typing it in and it will show you the list of all the clients. So it's fairly easy to choose the client, but again, we do require that you choose one in order to reduce the number of results that we're going to get. We have the ability to, let's say, only search full backups. We can choose some other specific file extensions. We can tell whether or not we want it to be case insensitive, and we can also look at the last modification time of the file if you wanted to. This is different than our search, which we come up here to choose the dates that we want to search. Now this will only return up to 500 results. If you get more than that, you may have to narrow your search down using one of these various options. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on search, and it's going to go out and start showing me my information. Now one of the other really cool things about this is it starts showing me the information as it finds it, so it doesn't wait for the search to complete. And so if you see the file that you want, you could actually cancel the search at that point in time, although in this case I don't necessarily need to because it only found a limited number of files. The other thing is it's only going to show one version of the file. It's going to show the last backed up version of this file. If you needed something older, you would click here on this backup history selection. It's going to open another window, and it's going to allow you to go back to some of the different options that you've done when it's come to backing these files up and choose a different timeline for restoring the information. Now in this particular case I am doing this on a virtual machine, which means my performance kind of stinks, but we don't recommend running Ops Center in a virtual machine, which means if you were doing this in a production environment you would obviously have a better performance. And so if I were to go back here, you can see I've got lots and lots of different backups that are going to my MSDP, my media server deduplication pool. If I had tape backups, those would also be shown, and I could go and choose one of those. And if I was doing snapshots or replication director, we would see this little icon and I could go choose those. Just so you know, if you are using replication director, this would be the method that you would use to go and choose the file that you wanted to restore. So the other neat thing about this version that's not going to be included in the NetBackup GUI is we have the new restore cart. So we've added, I've added the information to the restore cart, and we should be able to come here to the restore cart and see the information added there. And what this is going to give us is the ability to either restore it right now, or if you're an operations person, be able to go and select multiple files. Let's say that you only do restores every Wednesday afternoon or something like that. You could go and choose all these files throughout the day or throughout the week, add them to the restore cart, and then go and restore them at a later date. So we're going to click on restore cart, and we're going to see actually looks like I added it twice. We're going to go and choose that, tell it to restore now. Now if this was on tape, we would be able to use the preview media button. I don't have tape set up in this virtual environment, but this would show us whether or not that tape, what tape was needed, and would show us whether or not it was in the robot. So I'm going to click on the restore file, and what we're going to see is similar to the NetBackup bar GUI, where we have the ability to send this file to different locations based on our needs. We can send it to a temporary location, to a different client, whatever our needs are. Click on next and find the file and go ahead and restore it. So at this point in time, The jobs were launched, the restores have been started, and we could go into our Ops Center monitor. Actually, it's going to show us this, our Ops Center monitor, and it's showing us the restore. Actually, this is for image cleanup. This would show our restore in a minute or so when it syncs up with NetBackup, but it is going to show up on the NetBackup activity monitor, which we can see right here. And you can see that the restores are actually finished at this point in time. So that's a basic overview of operational restores using Ops Center. Again, this is new functionality to make restores a lot easier for the administration staff. Gives us a restore cart, and again, the only caveat is you must be at 7.5 on your master servers, otherwise they won't even show up in the restore GUI, and we can only do this for flat files at this point in time. So that is it. I hope this information has been beneficial. Thanks for watching.